Hello, 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 and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. So, guys, we are back with your weekly readings. This is going to be fire signs. So, that is Leo, Sag, and Aries. When I was trying to meditate and trying to focus on your energy, there was this very heavy energy of either somebody had a premonition, a vision, a how can I say it? You got your clarity, or it was revealed to you in a dream. Whatever it is, there is an ending that has to take place. Something that you have been trying to put, trying to put on hold, or trying to not allow it to finish. Let's put it that way. Fire signs, I do feel that for most of you, not all of you, this does have to do with letting go of a certain connection, letting go of a person, like once and for all. For others of you, this does have to do with you being led to either leave your workplace or leave something behind. Some type of industry or something that you have been a part of for a very long time. And there has been this hesitation of not wanting to let go, or not wanting to switch jobs, or not wanting to switch places, or not letting go of this specific thing because you don't know anything else, or you don't know what what is going to come. So this is not, this is, again, if this has to do with love or or work, whatever it is, it is a, it's going to be a space in your life where you're not 100% sure of if you're ready for it, because the position or the space that you have been in for the past, let's say, 5 or 10 years has been all you have known. So even though with other things you may be able to jump at it and go full force and get started on something new and anything like that, there's a particular space in your life that you have a very hard time starting over or letting go of someone or something. So we're gonna go ahead and focus our energy on the camera, on the water and candle, and see what else comes up. And it's like you you have been shown the you have been shown to let go of this, whether it has been through a dream or just a vision, or have gotten it through, let's say, a reading or whatever it is. But intuitively, you know that this is something that needs to be let go of. This is something that needs to be, something needs to come to an end. Whether it is, let's say that, it can be something as simple as you are in a job and a promotion comes up and you want to take it, but you only know the position that you're in, and you're probably afraid of taking the next step or taking the promotion because you're not sure if you're going to succeed on it. If it's in regards to a relationship, maybe the person that you were dealing with or the person you were waiting on has moved on, but because throughout the years you have known nothing more or no one else, and like say in an intimate type of way, you're having a hard time trying to connect or trying to even think of going, being intimate with another person. So there's a type of energy that is trying to kind of like, it is not so much about holding you back unless you allow it, but there is this fear of the unknown, of what it is that is going to occur. And the thing is that the things that are coming in as you release this person or this thing is more than what you could have ever imagined. But there's either someone that is giving you advice, or there's something that you're holding on to, or something that is leading you to kind of stay holding on to it, kind of telling you, oh no, if you move away from this, or if you give up this job, or if you give up this person, you are not going to do any better. This can be the person themselves, this can be somebody else, but kind of somebody telling you that this is it, like it doesn't get any better than this type of energy that is kind of like trying their best to keep you at bay or keep you where you're at. Now, the two things are going to happen. Either you're going to listen to your own intuition and go ahead and let go of this person or this thing, or the universe, God, source, is going to go ahead and intervene and remove this person, either or this thing, either by having this person leave you, or by having, you know, you getting fired or getting laid off or whatever it is. But regardless of anything, it's like the more you try to resist this change, the more that you try to resist it, you're going to be pushed into it. And once you are pushed into it forcefully, it's going to, you're going to feel the pain of it, let's say a little bit harder or a little bit stronger, because it's going to come kind of like suddenly and forcefully, versus you have been given the time the past few months, I feel, especially the past few weeks, to really prepare yourself emotionally to this, for the space that you're going to be in once you release this, so that you're looking at things from a different perspective, and not so much for what you've lost, but what you have learned and what you are to gain from the lessons that you have learned. But you have to be able to allow this change to happen within you. You have to be able to allow yourself to release this person or this thing, because otherwise you're going to feel like you're stuck, and you are going to stay stuck, because everything that is aligned with where it is that you're headed starts when you let go of this person or thing. Now, letting go of a person does not necessarily mean that they won't be back in the future. It's just for the time being, this person and you are not aligned in the same frequency, are not in the same page, or do not have the same goals in mind, or whatever it is. And therefore, maybe it is you that need to do more growing, or maybe it's the other person. Regardless of who it is that still has to do the growing, this letting go, this attachment, this codependency that you have either with this person or thing needs to be released in order for it to allow you to really grow and really see what it is that you have been missing, and how much limitation you have been putting on yourself. Some of you are probably feeling in the space of why. Some of you are ready for the letting go, even though you're not exactly sure how you're going to get through it. Some of you have already started working through those emotions when you first got your first sign, when you first got your first vision or premonition when it comes to this. Some of you are probably stuck in a little bit of fear because of the pain that you felt either when you had the dream, or or like when you woke up from the dream, or when you had the premonition, the vision. You kind of felt this intense pain, like, you know, somebody was stabbing your heart or something like that, and you're like, I don't know if I can physically go through that. If that was just a dream or a vision and I felt that bad, how am I going to, you know, get through it in real life? But the thing is that you're not going to be put in a position where you can't handle any, like, whatever it is that you're going through. So whatever it is that you're being asked to let go of is because the time is right. It's because you have gotten to a space, you have gotten to a place where you are ready to let go of that attachment. You're ready to let go of that codependency, and are able to move forward, are able to go into the unknown when it comes to that specific area in your life. A lot of you are trying to talk yourself that if you hold on just for a little longer, or if I'm being asked, let's say if you're being asked to let go of a job, or if another job comes across, then I can let go. If you're being asked to let go of a person, or if somebody new comes, then I can let go faster. And it's like, it is not about you finding a replacement. It is about you having faith in your own, you know, your own intuition, and in what it is that you believe, whether you believe in a specific religion or whatever it is. It is about you this week walking in faith and not so much in fear, and not not negotiating as to, well, I will do this if, you know, God, source, the universe provides me with this first. Those type of spaces and energy where you're trying to negotiate with things like this is not going to work. And again, it's like either you're given the chance to do or you're given the chance to take the first step, because if you go ahead and you take the first step and you do what it is that is being asked of you intuitively, then the pain that you're going to feel is going to be completely less, because you're going to be guided through the entire process, instead of just having somebody kind of like pulling the rug out of you and you're just kind of like, wait, what happened? What? And for some of you, it is going to feel like that, just because of the simple fact that you do not want to let go unless you have a replacement for this. And for some of you, there won't be a replacement immediately, because you have to let go of this completely. You have to be able to feel the emotions and feel the pain, because through the pain you're going to be able to get to that point where you see the lesson clearly, and there's not going to be moving forward, whether you go back with this person or not, whether you go back to the same type of work or not. You're not going to form those connections or those relationships the same way, because you're coming into it from a different perspective. You're coming into it from a different point of view, and therefore are able to actually build foundations that are going to be able to withstand everything that is thrown at them, regardless of whether it is a romantic connection or not. So that back and forth that you have with yourself right now, well, I should do this, but I really should wait until this. It's like you really need to stop it, because right now you're being told those are not the energies that we're in. Those are not the spaces that you're supposed to be in. You're supposed to already be at a space in your life, or in a place in your life, where when intuitively something comes through, you just go ahead and you do it, because you know that whatever it is that you're going through is for your benefit, is for your growth, and is going to get you to that place or to that part of your journey or path that you are meant to be in. Now, sometimes individuals tend to want to take the longer route to things, because of the simple fact that we allow our egos to kind of take control of everything. And again, it's not about stripping yourself out of your ego completely, because personally, my own personal opinion, I do feel that our ego is there. It serves a purpose. It is about finding that balance. But the more that you hold on to something, the more you hold on to someone, the harder it is for you to find that balance within yourself, for you to find a balance within connections, within friendships, within work, within everything, within your own life, within, how you live your day-to-day life, how it is that you're able to stay motivated or stay committed to a goal and things like that. And it's like those times, those spaces of you constantly like jumping from one thing to the next and having such a hard time to just kind of quiet your mind, kind of quiet everything and kind of get things done. Those times of like procrastination, those times of having a hard time doing those things, your day to day, like, you'll go ahead and you set a goal for yourself. Oh, I'm going to, meditate every day for 10 minutes. And you start off strong, and then it's like 3 days in, you're like, I don't have time, I overslept. And it's like about stopping those procrastinations, stopping those patterns, stopping those cycles. And the thing is that by you releasing this, you're releasing everything else that is attached either to this person or to this job, or whatever it is that you're being asked to let go of. And if I'm talking too fast, it is what it is. It is how it's coming out. There's a heaviness of somebody is focused on the time they invested. Somebody is focused on the years they invested, the time they invested, what they thought they had built with someone else, but what is shattering right in front of them. Someone doesn't want to lose. Somebody wants to win. Someone is used to always winning, and this focus on wanting to win so badly is going to leave you losing more than what you gain if you continue on this pattern when it comes to another person. Because I feel that the other person is not so much about not loving you. It is so much that person is in another place right now. emotionally they have a lot of healing to do. This person has been jumping either from partner to partner or has had multiple partners at a time, and this person does not know how to love themselves, and they have to learn that. And unfortunately at the moment they're not in that place. So you holding on to them, you're not allowing them to grow, and you yourself are not growing, and they're not healing. And in essence, it's like you're staying stuck in your healing process and are not progressing, are having you're either having difficulties again with things that you've had difficulties in the past, whether self-image, whether self-worth, or whatever it is. There are things that are kind of coming back around to kind of haunt you because of the simple fact that you don't want to let go of a person or, a situation. Letting go of that ownership over someone or over something because of the time spent within that space, that needs to be let go of. Well guys, that is all I'm picking up for now. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pick out, we're using the Rebel deck, the Oracle with Attitude. These are the ones that have curse words. I'm just using them because literally they're the ones that are out. So I'm going to pull out one card for Leo, one for Sag, and one for Aries. And that's going to be the message for the week. If you're interested in the extended reads, I do a quick check-ins on Patreon, and all of that information is down below in the description. So let me have a card for Leo, one for Sag, and one for Aries. Ooh. I look a hot mess, right? I was traveling today. One step closer to being mobile again. Got the car, now I gotta get it registered and everything else. We'll see how that goes this week. I'm just, everything happens for a reason. I honestly do believe that, because if I would have had a car while this whole stuff around the world was going on, my ass would probably have been locked up. Alrighty, so Leo, we have that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. That the world has your back. So this is your card, Leo. I hope you guys can see it. So this is the front of it, and then the back. So Sag, shit is going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. And again, if it's not with a job, it can be with a relationship. And then we have Aries. We have eat your fucking vegetables. Eat some shit made by Mother Nature. So maybe there's something that you guys have been putting off, Aries. Maybe there is, again, some type of routine that you've been wanting to start and have been procrastinating or have been making excuses not to stay on track with them. When it comes to Sag, this shit is going down, regardless of whether it's in your job or with a person. Either there's going to be an increased amount of arguments or somebody trying to start an argument. If this person has moved on or is in another connection, maybe the person that they're with is probably going to try and start something off with you or something like that. And it's like, you know what, don't even give into it, to be completely honest. And Leo, just get started. I mean, I feel that out of the three energies, Leos, you really do know what it is that you're supposed to be doing, and you know that you have to let go of that fear of the unknown. Let's just go ahead and jump into what it is that you're being asked to do. Well guys, as always, thank you for all the love and support, and I will see you guys back next week. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing. Take care. Love ya. Bye.